Once again, it is 3/31/2022. I'm still Chris. I'm still talking. We are now in our multi-part series on part 3, which is what a lot of you thought was all you were going to see this week. The new design of the grow sleeve. Grow sleeve. If you're watching these in order. Hard W on the grow. Also, if you were watching before, you might be thinking something like, Chris, you described that you had the perfect design of grow sleeve right from the very beginning. What happened? Well, after about 4 years or some long period of time, right after the young lady who was running the shop left, the shop that was making my grow sleeves, the boss came over and said, something's funny. We've been sewing these things for way under cost for all this time, and we've lost about $150,000 at this point. And I said, whoa. And then he told me he was going to have to charge me a lot more to make any more. And I said, whoa. Because I couldn't find anybody else to make these things when I first started. I mean, I looked all around and boom, here was this great product at a fantastic price. We'd sold, I don't know, thousands and thousands of them. And we built them up because they were freaking fantastic. And they told me that it's all been wrong. And they were now going to have to charge me as much as I was charging wholesale. So, again, couldn't find anybody to make anything that could compete with what I had, because that's what everybody wanted. It's like one of these 75 or 90% down moments when a key component of your system is, now strangling you. But I figured it out, and I got my mom's Kenmore sewing machine, and off to the races I was. So we have like a half a dozen kinds of grow sleeves now. Now one more, and I'm going to show you. Finally. This little baby is on our wish list. It's like a half a gallon sized octopot, and I can just see these on tables. Direct stick, root them, and flower them. Like the quickest sea of green with the 2-root system. And it really is about the 2-root system. And as I was trying to figure out how to do these, I came up with a sweet little seam. So that's what I did, however you want to describe it. I think it looks like I put fins on it. And fins belong on the bottom of a rocket. So we're calling this the rocket pot. What does that have to do with what I'm going to sell? Well, let me tell you. Let me show you. It's this. This is a double layer rocket pot. And it's got the same seam on the bottom. It's the original type fabric, so it's got that insulating barrier between the two layers that I think helps in climate control. And it's not quite as distinct of a rocket fins, but there they are. It rides up. It is made out of excess material that we have. So one of the things that happened is we had a huge overrun in production of the grid liners for the 6-gallon octopots. You know, they're just the big tubes that come over the wire framework support. I mean, we have bags and bags and bags of them. It's crazy. And, you know, it falls down to me, but I had to figure out what to do with these lemons, and I realized that I could apply the same design as the little one to this. And so we're going to start selling these. Now, since they were made for the grids, they're a little oversized. So they've got like 1.5 inches more in diameter than the standard, you know, straight up and down sleeve. The 10.5 inches is like 12.5 inches or something like that. And so it fits on there real nice. It's a double layer. It's shorter. So a lot of people wanted shorter sleeves. This is 1 inch shorter than the standard single layer sleeve. The single layer, 12 inches, and then if you go to the grid, it goes up to 13. I'm sorry, this is 12, standard is 13, the grid is 14. Good thing I've got notes. So there are like 3 steps of height. And remember, you don't want it too low because you eliminate your water moisture gradient. Really getting late. All right, I'm going to insert a picture of turmeric here. We are growing turmeric and we're using these grow sleeves on 3-gallon reservoirs, and we're going to insert a shot right here. All right, you can see that they're nice and firm. They hold up real well. Since they're larger diameter, they kind of fit out right to the edge of the 3 gallons. And one thing it does is it covers that hole. A lot of people don't like to see that hole, which I don't think hurts at all. Again, without research, we don't know, but it might even help because of light, actually helping roots, blah, blah, blah. A lot of stuff there. We won't touch that now, although I touched it. For what it's worth, covers that spot up. So we'll have those on sale online next week. They're going to be cheaper than the standard sleeves. And we're going to pack them in 10s instead of 6s, just so you don't spend too much shipping for a small number.